This is not a PAP rally. Good evening, Hong Lim Park. You know, some people say that since our national stadium was demolished, there will be no more Kallang Roar. You know what I think? I think the Kallang Roar has found its way to Hong Lim Park. My name is Arifin. I'm 17 years old, and it is an honor to speak to all of you here. Today, let's be honest with ourselves. Many of us here were once supporters of the PAP. I was once too, but times have changed, haven't they?
Yes.
Lim Chin Siong, Dr. Goh Queng Swee, Toh Chin Chai, S. Rajaratnam, Devan Nair, and Ong Teng Cheong. These were PAP leaders who truly served the people. These were the people who put the interests of the nation in front of their own interests. These were the people that we respected but not feared. These were the visionary leaders who built our nation. They are the true fathers of our nation, and we truly miss people like them.
Yes.
The PAP today is a far cry from what it was back in the day. That is why when people ask, the PAP have done so much for us, why are you against them? I always say, that was the PAP of the past, not of it now. Let me share a story with all of you. A very disappointing and embarrassing story. Me and Roy were in Parliament on Monday, and the Speaker of Parliament, Halimah Yacob, gave Parliament a break. She said that take a break, we will resume Parliament at 5:10 p.m. But at 5:10 p.m, there were less than 22 MPs left in Parliament. All of them were still outside chit-chatting, don't know what they were doing. And they wanted to pass the radiation bill with just 22 MPs in the House. And out of the MPs that were late, included our beloved Prime Minister. And then, if it's not for Eugene Tan to raise up and call for a quorum, we would have passed that bill unconstitutionally. And this raises the question, how many bills in the past were passed without the Constitution?
What a tie heart they have.
Forget them about representing our voices in Parliament. They can't even fulfill their basic duties.
Let's go!
We pay them so much of money and they can't even show up in Parliament. Not to mention a certain MP in Tanjung Pagar who doesn't show up for Parliament at all. And this is not the end of the sick jokes. Let me share with you another sick joke. Most of us here take public transport, and you will be aware of the recent fare hike last April.
Yes.
But even after the fares were increased, I do not see an improvement in the service.
Yes.
Breakdowns and disruptions are almost becoming a norm. In fact, on the day of the fare hikes, April 6th, there was also a disruption.
That's right.
Does anyone want to make a guess how many disruptions were there this year? Anyone make a guess? More than 30? There were 41 disruptions. To date, 41 disruptions. That is one breakdown every 5 days. And guess what our Transport Minister, Tak Yu, said?
Fuck you! Fuck you!
On Monday, Tak Yu On Monday, he said that fare hikes should be regular to sustain our system. even with the rising number of breakdowns, they still can talk about raising fares, decorating the cabins, and inviting buskers to come and perform. Do you think we are stupid? And wait for the best part. Last evening, Lee Hsien Loong filed for a summary judgment against Roy. To cut the long story short, this means that Lee Hsien Loong is making Roy pay damages without even going to a trial. Even Lee Kuan Yew and Goh Chok Tong showed up in court, got cross-examined, and then asked for payments. Not Lee Hsien Loong. What a coward! PAP. Coward. PAP, you may not have given Roy a free trial, a fair trial, but we the people have given you countless of trials. PAP, your summary judgment will come in 2016. Fellow Singaporeans, let me ask you some questions. Are you sick and tired of living in fear and oppression? Do you want to reclaim what is yours? Are you ready to rise up and fight for your rights? Can we show the government the power of the people? PM Lee, do you hear the people say? Not long ago, our Prime Minister said this: the ministers are the servants and we the people are their masters. Our Prime Minister is probably the only servant who sues his own master. I think it is time we remind him who the real bosses are.
Roy is our hero! Roy is our hero!
We have the greatest power of all, the power of the people. We pay them their salaries. We vote them into power. We can also vote them out of power. Come 2016, vote without fear, vote for change. You see, political parties and politicians come and go, but what remains constant is the people. We pass our values and beliefs to the next generation. That is why among some youth in Singapore, there is still some fear. Here's what I say. Whenever you find yourself stopped because of fear, do not ask yourself, what will happen if I speak out? What will happen if I stand up? But ask yourself, what will happen if I do not speak up? What will happen if I do not stand up? What will happen if things don't change? We as a population cannot afford to be fearful and apathetic anymore. We should self-educate ourselves. Stop letting that expert on Channel News Asia telling you what to think. Stop reading the Straits Times propaganda. Do your own research. The internet has multiple sources of information. Don't give in to fear-mongering or subscribe to propaganda. It's time to wake up, Singapore! And come 2016, this time, no more GST vouchers, no more handouts, no more apologies, and no more crocodile tears can ever do the trick. We are not the same Singaporeans that once lived under your iron fist. We have learned how to judge our MPs by their actions and not judge them by their words. And as Bob Marley said, you can fool some people sometime, but you can't fool all the people all the time. We the people are the real checks and balances to whoever gets into power. We are their ticket into parliament. Without us, they won't even be in parliament. But without them, we will still be here. Remember, Singaporeans, they need us. We do not need them. Parliament, only 99 people. 99 people. But we have 3.2 million Singaporeans. So don't ever think you are too small to make a difference. There is no Prime Minister, government, or military that is stronger than the power of the people. Power to the people! 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 Don't wait until elections time. Start now. Start educating yourselves. Start educating the ones around you. You will be surprised by how much people don't know about Singapore. This is not something that only activists or politicians can do. Every one of us has a part to play in this political awakening. Think about what we want to tell our grandchildren. Do we want to be remembered for fighting for our freedom or making comments on Facebook? Let's take a look at Hong Kong. 500,000 people marching down the streets, led by student activists to demand democracy. It is possible. To the youth of Singapore, this is my message. Don't get too distracted by materialism or be deceived by propaganda. Don't believe everything your social studies textbooks tell you. Don't let others tell you what to think. You, just like me, we may not be able to vote, but we are able to make a difference. It's time to rise and take responsibility for our future. We are the future of Singapore. A nation of awakened and unafraid youth is our government's worst nightmare. To the Singaporeans, stop believing in authority so much and start believing in one another. Look to your left, look to your right, look behind you, look in front of you. These people may not be related to you by blood, but we are all united by our fighting spirit. We are all brothers and sisters. And within each and every one of us, there is the fire of Lim Chin Siong. The resilience of Chia Tepo. And the fearlessness of J.B. Jeyaretnam. Let's stand up for Singapore. Don't ever do not ever fall for their trick. Don't let them divide us through race, religion, politics, or minor issues. The moment we are divided and fight amongst ourselves, they have won. Divide and conquer from the art of war. Our real enemies are not the IDs. Our real enemies are not the gays. Our real enemies are not the Muslims or the Christians or anyone else. Let us not forget who our real enemies are. You said it right. And in this fight, there are no Indians, no Chinese, no Malay, no Eurasians. There are only Singaporeans. Let us always stay united, like how we are united here today. Remember, this battle is not a marathon. It is not a 100-meter sprint. It is a marathon. The secret to change is not fighting the old, but building the new. Today will be the day where we organize ourselves and raise our voices against the condition. Today will be the day, a new beginning that will witness our unity, a beginning of a new era of proactivity and chasing after our rights, a beginning of a dream that we all have a voice and opinion. Not everything we seek might happen in 2016, but it will not be the last day of greed and tyranny. But if we join forces and act as one, it will be the beginning of the end for them. It will be the end of silence, the end of acceptance and submission to all that is happening. We will let our government know that we have taken an interest in one another's problems. We will let our government know that we will reclaim our rights and not simply move on anymore. All empires eventually fall. All dictators eventually die. Even the darkest nights will end and the sun will rise. Don't be afraid, brothers and sisters. Change is on the horizon. Victory will be ours. Victory will be ours because we have no hidden agendas. We do not understand politics. We do not have compromises, negotiations, or dirty tricks. Victory will be ours because our tears, our sweat are heartfelt. Our dreams are legitimate because hope has established a stronghold inside of us. Victory will be ours because we prefer to die an honorable death than live without dignity. The fight ahead might be long and hard, but this fight won't be over until we win. Truth, freedom, and justice will prevail. Kita mahu kebebasan. Kebebasan. Victory lithium. And to end my speech, let us not forget what is the most important reason we are here for. We are here for a better Singapore. Am I right, people? So, to end my speech, when I say Majulah, all of you say Singapura. Okay? Let's do it. Majulah! Majulah!